Thank you, Mara. I'm going to tell you a story about my childhood. I had every kid's dream. My family owned and operated a roller rink in the town of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Its name was Big Wheel on Highway 42. We had it for 10 years, but you know, like any kid that was a part of a family-owned business, I hated it because every day I had to go there after school. On the weekends, that's where I was. Every holiday, every birthday, I was at Big Wheel. My parents needed a lot of help, so I started making pizzas and cotton candy, repairing skates, DJing, you know, the list goes on. But my least favorite was dressing up like Rufus the Rollaroo. But then it closed. The summer of my 8th grade year, my family and I had to say goodbye to the rink. I used my camera to film the last lap. And in that moment, I realized how important that place really was. I learned a lot about life there. That place was my family. I learned how to be responsible and communicate with a team, how to work with my parents who are a boss and a mentor. I became a better leader. And really, you know, the skaters and the employees and the rink, they were my family. I was going to miss it. So recently, I kind of had this experience again as a student of University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. See, like the rink, I took the school and the community for granted. Being a student is one of the most powerful things you can be. At UWM, I joined UIF because Ilya told me to. I rushed through the application in 2 days because it was due, and then I crammed all the training in between my 15 credits and my 2 jobs. And then I became a fellow. And I wanted to create a space for students to collaborate and break down silos, so I ran as many pop-ups as I could. With my other fellows at UWM, we created my proudest moment, the Innovators Expo, and those were amazing memories. But there was like a lot of really non-rosy moments that we don't really talk about, and those were putting in a ton of hours, and I never got paid. I spent a lot of free time away from home working on this stuff, away from my boyfriend, away from my family and friends. I worked with some personalities that I wasn't used to, and sometimes I honestly thought I didn't have the support of my faculty advisor or even my university. So simply put, it was a lot of hard work. I then graduated. I learned some really great lessons about, you know, creative troubleshooting, running events for 300 people, and then the beautiful art of multitasking. So I appreciate all of these skills now because my university actually hired me as a full-time employee to continue the work that I did as a fellow. Thank you. And so with that, I didn't realize the amount of work it actually takes to find new fellows. The bureaucracy on campus, the politics it takes, or the politics when you're making a decision. How to buy Post-its. It's more complicated than it actually seems. So as a student, you're in this precious spot. You're surrounded by others that want to do these great things and open-minded, and you know, you guys are just like ready to do stuff. You work on fast deadlines, and if you mess up, what is your university going to do? Say, sorry, we're going to fire you as a student for being too active? No. So appreciate where you are right now. This moment is so vital to living to your full potential. The roller rink really sucked when I was in it, or so I thought. And as a student, I always would say, I just can't wait to graduate. But I shouldn't have had that attitude, and neither should you. Take these moments to realize what's happening around you. For example, this weekend's meetup. There's a lot of crazy stuff happening. Just take 3 seconds, look around, archive that information, and appreciate. Because those are the times when you're going to learn stuff. Those aha moments are going to happen. Big Wheel was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Being a UIF is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Don't let it pass you by. In between those 15 credits and those 2 jobs, taking in good moments and harnessing the power you have now to actually do something. So I challenge you this. How might we be more present?